scale of 1 to 10,
the adorable kitty?
how much do you love this?
Bark. Small.
What's so wrong with it?
You weren't here for a while.
I do not believe I
This is
have
mine
met
now.
you.
My property.
Isabel
You can't have it, it's mine.
Everyone
No, it's mine now.
Enchanté.
What do you mean it's yours now? No, that's mine.
I planted with land. I planted.
But that's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not how you claim things.
Yes, it is.
No, you can't just... No, they're lying. I'm a bat. We're two different species. We're not related by blood. No, I'm not.
Samantha?
Sorry, I had a mental calling.
I'm Minzway. How are you feeling?
Absolute garbage.
Do you need anything by chance?
I'm going to the bathroom. Could you prepare me at least a mug of...
I have a tray outside that I do need to bring in. The individual that you had sparred with, they wanted to make sure to check upon you, and they wanted to have a conversation with you at a later point.
I'll pull on a side later.
Understood. I'll bring the tray inside.
Nerding! Everybody! That's all though. What is she handing me?
A drink. She's handing you a drink. It's blood.
How long was I out for?
About 3 days. Well, 2 days, and you just woken up today, so about 3 days.
Great. I didn't. Anything new to report outside of my absence?
Nothing is new. We've been staying temporarily over
back to full strength.
Apparently, I am overconfident.
I won't do anything stupid, at least for today.
Bite off more than I can chew. But I'll
That's not
realize it
what
doesn't work.
I'm more or less saying, but it's still to take care of your health and well-being.
Jeez, you sound like my mom when she was still alive.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go take a bath.
I just made it
course.
worse. Nope, hold on. We can make this work. I know
It's not a tongue lashing, it's a tongue unlashing.
Oh, there's a yellow tail under here.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know you saved, but still. Ah, shit, I almost fell.
I've made perfect
Well, while we get some thingies done here,
Yeah, no, people don't
hello everyone and
It's
welcome
weird.
to stream. If you do not know me, my name is Azuna Flower. I also go by Azzy123 on the internet. My YouTube name is Azuna Flower. I'm used to saying whenever I'm saying hello. I forgot to go through the whole spiel, but I had a whole. I promise I'm late for a good reason. We had a couple of things to take care of, but now everything is back to normal. So, you know,
No such thing.
I see. I guess I'm stuck here now. Wait, I mean, sir? Yes? Hello? Good news. Oh, this shucks. Oh, cool.
Lick.
Ah,
Most
cool.
of our communication
Blossom
licks
apparently has
and
claimed
meows.
this beanbag as
Licks
theirs,
and meows.
and apparently
Licks,
I
boops,
now don't
meows,
like it.
noms.
I am very bean.
she's been out since the last
Hi there,
lobby.
Evie. Nice to
So,
meet
and how dare you call her stinky, bro? You're stinky first.
Lick. Hee
I was gonna say something about headbutting to wake people up.
Imagine. Bro reacts to my announcement saying we're hosting a lobby today and doesn't show up. So crazy, man.
I'm sure that's fine.
It'll be fine. Totally.
Nothing
Well, yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Fire's fine. Totally.
No, not around this area.
I don't believe it when I see it.
It's a fire.
Wait on Kai. Kai's coming? Hell yeah.
Do you require medicine?
Lick, lick, lick.
No.
I just need student
No, it's fine. You just miss nothing.
It's a good night whenever I just get to cuddle and lick.
It's getting hotter. I think it is time for Samantha to use her original outfit that she has not used
Yeah, from what I heard,
in
this
so
was
long.
more worth spending last night with you than going and helping Tony, because apparently they were going to fight one group, and a bunch of people did dumb shit, got hurt,
This one
and
doesn't have the
you should
fixed
essentially
thigh
do
expression.
the same stuff that it is every single time there.
I'll do that in
People
a
do
bit.
dumb shit, and
I did not.
nothing ends up happening. Huh?
Is this a group in Zafira?
No, but
No.
it would be funny.
Okay, I was about to say if it is, then that's dumb on a daily basis.
It's not a Sephiran group, but a lot of people go between the two places.
All I have to say is the word Excalibur, and then just go from there.
It's a lot of people who don't know what they're doing and don't know how to coordinate, and yeah.
Are you two making out while discussing your agonies with the rest of the
No, not really.
No, it's not really making out if you're just like
Yeah.
that.
Pat my chat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was open to joining them. Oh, shit. Hold on. Does that help?
That's how you know they're adorable. They turn their heads in the same direction.
It is so pressuring. It's kind of soothing. Why is it soothing?
Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, no, I probably would be the
Ding,
one
ding.
who would deal the most damage there, but still not really be worth the time.
Hey! Bella, it's good to see you. Hello.
It is
Hey.
good to see you, Sophie.
Several people.
Plus,
Hey, you're crooked like I
Do you
am.
have any items with
Oh,
I don't know what
the
you're
enemies
talking
I end up going against are just all gun all the time, and I hate fighting ranged
Crooked.
people.
Oh, thank you.
We
How
got
are
to
you
see a
doing this
giant
evening?
monster fight last night.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to fight anything.
I need to-
But then that one
Welcome back,
stupid
Flotsam. How have you been?
fishman thing decided to come out of the water and attack us specifically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lame.
It decided to come out of the water by itself and attack two people instead of go with all of its allies and attack the group.
She's lesbian.
That was not a good use of its time.
No, it wasn't. Especially considering how casually I threw it back into the water. It should have learned from that.
No what?
But no.
You're dating my grandmother.
I have to do this to you. I have to do this funny
That's
thing to
fun.
you.
okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Technically,
You're decked out in frills, so I love you forever, but I don't know who you are. I heard you were,
How's
a
that?
little worse for wear.
it's complicated.
Nice. Good.
What does this term speak of? Worse for wear?
Just means
Such
you look a
a
little
surprise
rough.
Asha's not here.
Like maybe you're not feeling so good.
You doing well?
Weather too hot.
I think.
It's
Well,
summer.
it's Saturday, not the usual
I'm thinking of getting new clothes
so
anyway.
I don't know.
For the summertime.
Oh gosh, well I hope you
Yeah,
feel
I
less
pay
so.
It already is too hot.
But I'll leave you
I'm
to
gonna
your
strip.
playing
I'm
and
gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna strip.
Uh-huh.
the frills are so beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry. I
Gonna
gotta
strip.
For free?
go. Ooh, Miss Owner Lady, hello.
Hello.
Miss what?
Hello.
How are we all doing today?
Oh, you were passed out before I could just say it, but you were so cool during the fights the other night. You were all whoosh, and the bat was like a wow, and
What
all of a
fight?
sudden you went nyar, and you had like. Oh, do you remember that? Am I being inoffensive? Am I being offensive? Which one's the one that's bad?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Offensive is the bad one. Inoffensive is the good one.
but
Just
if
a
you're
little
in the
crispy, but good.
offensive, that means you're
No,
you're in the midst of attacking someone,
Sophie.
right?
Sophia, darling, that is not. It is the Latin. It is a prefix that means that it is not the thing that it is attached
Okay.
Or not be dumb.
Well, I'm not Italian, so.
And on shoulder. Hello. Oh, you. Hi.
I heard you wanted to speak with me.
That is not what
Yeah.
I said. I am French.
Would be nice.
It's,
Drag.
Ah! Why can't people just ask me to walk like a normal person here?
Because you're not normal, and we're not normal. What is it?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to chit chat, exchange pleasantries. That's all. Yeah. After our fight, I realized that, hey, we have a lot of similar things, so I was hoping to exchange notes.
Hmm. True. Well, I did.
Maybe we could learn something from each other and get stronger.
Maybe. I did just wake up. So maybe when I'm not
Right, which is why I was gonna let you kind of rest for a while first. I don't want to, like, you know, bombard you with shit when you first wake up. Go, relax, wake up. Vampirize.
I want to be a human today.
You want to be a human? Okay. Wait, you hold on a second. Wait, you can just turn yourself?
Mm-hmm.
How clumped up they are.
Usually on Sundays it's very, very busy.
Yes, Watson.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty decent at tuning things out.
Dragon, hello. Watch out for
But
scares.
What is it?
I am not. I have to pay attention to everything.
What? What's up with that?
I've been able to do that
yeah.
for a while.
Oh.
Well, you haven't been here. It's something I learned after
For me, it's a matter of.
done training.
For me, it's a matter of if there's someone I'm trying to talk to, I can tune everything.
You look brave with
out.
green
If
eyes.
I'm just there existing.
Do I?
I hear literally everything.
Yeah.
Trying to
People
find
said
something
I look
interesting,
weird with
and
it.
it just ends up being annoying.
Because people not used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I hear the concert was at least good last week.
Nothing about me really changes
But
though.
I also hear that he
Just
cut it really
appearance.
short.
Mm-hmm.
He did
Appearance.
sound very exhausted when he was done.
That includes my
He had
sense.
birthday drinks.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Hello again, old lady.
Is there something you need?
I was just exploring the estate. You look different all of a sudden. Your eyes are different colored. And your hair looks different?
Those nuzzles. Those nuzzles.
Just some magic.
Magic? Is that like Vither?
I don't know what that
No, wait,
is.
no, I was told about that. Oh yeah, Vither is magic. And magic is Vither. Different cultures call magical abilities different things. So yeah, cool, magic. Hello.
This is
I
Flotsam,
agree.
one of our bartenders. Though also, I feel like promoting him at some point.
I like
Promote?
learning about
What?
the differences between our types of vampires.
He works here.
My nose wiggles.
Because you guys are.
Oh, you're like the
what,
big cute one
Nosferatu?
that's behind the bar a lot. Nice.
I've never seen you
What
before.
is your guys' vampiric strain?
One of our
You
newer.
can see me now. But I saw one of them.
Sorry.
Like the big plump one, Belle.
Sorry, I've heard something.
And if you're any
Have who do what
you're
thing?
the bestest one.
Right. So where I'm from, there's different types of vampires.
Is something on,
My nose
There's
just
something
knows it don't
is something on your mind,
between
honor
my
lady?
vampirism and your guys' vampirism.
Just resting.
If there's any
That's all.
differences that you might know that he hasn't told me yet.
You seem to need to rest a lot, and then you did that fighty fight, and then you got all dark and scary, and then you passed out. And it really scared me.
I have what is called shadow magic.
Are all together?
Oh,
It is.
shadow magic.
It's different depending on where you come from. But here, shadow magic pulls the energy and aether
With my
of
vampire
people
abilities,
dead
I'm completely
and
clueless, so I'm
conjures them
constantly trying
into what they used to be.
learn more about other
a little bit
yourself.
less chaotic than it was on
So I
the
can try to figure out mine.
Yeah.
So that darkness form was a previous, like, incarnation of yourself?
No. It is still me, as I am now.
And all because the puppy is not here.
However, the difference is that
What?
those who have died before,
And I'm
because
just
it's
blaming.
less chaotic.
I am
I'm just
calling
blaming
upon
Vex
them
for the
to
chaos,
envelop myself,
even though it's not his
have
fault.
their
I
minds
don't know if I
combined
can
with
do
mine,
this, but thanks to Rowan,
and to
last time I was here, we figured out
what
that
if
my
it
bite
hits?
can cure poison.
fight as one.
I mean, considering he is
that's a no.
wolf,
Are those
dragon,
other
phoenix,
selves
and
or other
whatever
beings
eldritch bullshit
nice to
going on
you?
with him.
Some are
Who
loud,
does bring
some are
chaos?
soft. They're like voices that echo through my mind.
Dog.
I hope that they want what you want.
Based on
Something else I
chaos.
figured out. I figured
Otherwise,
that,
they're not nice at all.
a couple hours ago, actually.
I am the chaos.
It is a
We found out that
it is a
my
type of
blood
agreement where we
with
are both
vampire blood, the
in
vampire blood
of
is
something.
decaying.
Them I can provide as long as they help me achieve my goals.
You wouldn't looked it up. You just.
It is dangerous
Hmm.
to learn this type of magic on Gale, but it's the only type I can learn. I'm not adept with what
Imagine
is
I
natural
grab
for
the
you.
Excalibur instead of flipping the beard.
Okay, I think I understand.
Hello.
But you passed out from using that big scary form. This isn't something that's gonna build up and eventually hurt you real bad, will it?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the other day.
As
I
long
did
as I
manage to
know
wear Vex's
control,
crown.
it is not hard to keep me from dying.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I knew it. I knew you were capable of something like that.
Get a 12
In exchange, it's just a large manageable
chocolate
depth
milkshake.
for a varied period
not
of
burgers.
time.
No.
At the Burger King.
No.
Very well.
Burgers are
That's
never
really
good
cool.
at fast food restaurants.
I just want to say your inn's really nice, and you keep really good company. I'm a magical girl for hire, and if you ever need any other jobs done, I deliver food over here to your bar every once in a while, but if you ever want me to do something else, I'd be happy to help you. I feel like I want to give back.
You're more than welcome to. If I require your assistance,
I swear to God.
I can call upon you.
Cool. If you ever want to, just send a message.
Keep this fun.
Dog?
If I need
What's
you,
this?
it will call you.
Magically tastes like cherry.
Oh, very nice. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll leave it to your business, Miss Owner Lady.
Sure is.
Not upstairs. You're not allowed up there.
Come to think, I don't remember there being another upstairs.
You're a beautiful soul. Don't ever change.
Did I just kill the cat? Yep. The extended version of the lick.
Oh yeah. Their voice is really good. Actually, I did read up into their stuff a little bit. Or no, I was thinking of someone else. Jackie is a VA. I don't know about Sophie, but I think they would do really good as a VA.
I don't know who that is. I talked to Owner Lady for a little bit, because I was kind of worried about her. Yeah. Yeah, Owner Lady.
Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
I just offered my services. I've been delivering food to you specifically for a little bit, but
How dare.
I wanted to expand my
Quite well, actually.
jobs if they ever needed me for something.
But what did you mean?
Comb the slobber through your hair.
Dude out there, but then you said you're very busy,
Prestidigitation.
so that made me think that you were a dude for a half second. Like, wait, no.
Are you
That
It's
doesn't
not
make
even
sense. I know
slobber,
my
it's just a
sense of
slightly
smell
wet
ain't that
tongue.
bad.
She's always been the man.
Yeah.
Well, you better be just fine. That's my friend you're talking to.
My dick fell off. Sorry, I just thought of
Get
that
that
one.
put back
You
on.
want Flotsam to bark.
You had
Yeah, it
one
just
before
exists in his
now?
favorite bun.
Stop checking.
I'm not gonna do that. But
Somebody over there
they
sounds
do it
like
on their own.
Isn't that the truth?
Master
You know
Chief.
Try and stop. Unfortunately, I have
Master
another
Chief.
assignment soon.
Don't say
But,
it. Don't.
Master
well,
Chief.
Don't
Tell me what you did at the rabbit
At
hole.
least it is kind of dead. So,
damn it.
my back hurts, but it's not as bad.
Circumference.
My trigger should last for the entirety of the lobby.
It can be very annoying to be able to hear literally everything that's happening in the building you're in.
a mark to take care of.
I'm
There's this big, ornery leopard giraffe.
Well, let's see
And
here.
it
We
escaped
got
the
the
lab,
scary
and now it's
brooding
causing a
one,
ruckus.
the boss.
They do.
right?
It's a really
It has this
confusing bike.
disapproving aura all around for anyone who they're not. They're scary.
Would you like a hug?
I realized that when I do this, her scars become a little bit. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Her scars come a little bit grayed out.
Do it.
No.
So they look a bit more natural.
Very warm and soft.
Do it. If you could change your fate, would you do
Don't
it?
let anyone
Yes,
make
I
you
would.
feel less
However,
than what you truly are.
I don't think they're into me.
Just existence.
No,
Alright.
scratch that. I know
Okay,
they're
I
not.
Okay, my thing's charged.
Just here to exist and cuddle with mate.
Okay.
As far as I know, there's only
button is
3 of
just
you
existing too.
who work
On
here
couch.
who are into
Yee.
me, and you're
With the cat.
one of them.
Yeah.
So carrying on with it, you know. So you got the scary, brooding one.
Yeah, yeah. Then we have the smart ass.
Chat, roll me a d20.
After this one, you check for yourself for a dick. How many times? There we go again. Smart ass.
Yep.
And also like a sarcastic yet efficient what? And then we have Rowan, right? Who is Butler Supreme. You say it, he gets it fucking done, right? Then we have his sister, who is the chaotic gremlin of the group, right?
No, I'm the gremlin.
Interested in being
You are a
with
gremlin.
us to rent my
Oh, Jesus.
That she would break and crack in like half a second, but she would try her damnedest and fluster back with.
Oh, I think
And it was really cute to watch.
I forget her name.
You know, any sort of masculine, vaguely masculine person would just lower their voice
Pause.
by 1 octave. Why is everything black and white?
All of you here can usually sense Samantha's presence. However, it has just disappeared
Why'd it gray out for some
out of nowhere.
Back to normal.
I think I
I'm
might
gonna
be
go upstairs
going
real quick.
blind.
Lick his cheek and then off the bridge of your nose to forehead.
Not in her room.
guys have a tracker on hand?
Exactly, but they did hire a paladin to more or less find them.
Okay. Well, that's good.
From what I know is that paladins know certain abilities.
I also have keepers.
Scribe.
They're just in the middle.
Yeah.
So if anything,
Look,
I mean,
They're
when I
good for
get
heavy eating.
rid of the saber teeth, all
well,
teeth be
I'm
filled.
sure that you guys more than likely have it covered. However, I feel a kinship and kind of like this place is a second home to me. So if you guys need help, I got you.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Nibble arm.
It's really easy to flex because of the powers I have.
It's mostly fur.
One of the key features being I can go out in the sun and you guys can.
And my hand is weird now.
One hand.
The
I don't know
service
why my hand
I
be doing
offer
whatever
now
it's doing.
is my main class is a ranger, so hunting people down is my specialty. You probably have no idea what I just said.
Tiger. Tiger.
With a bow, yes.
Hello.
And you up towards the stone.
What?
Are you looking for her towards the forest and near the stone?
I am. Yeah, I just looked around there.
Okay. I did roll. So if you want to, you can have it.
Okay, I'll go back.
All right. I'll just say that with a 9, you did sense something faintly. However, after following it a little bit more southwest, it just stops. Erupted by what you don't know. That is all.
Shit.
And then he snapped it in half and said, "See, you do need medical assistance," and proceeded to continue to manhandle me.
Unless somebody loses their wallet and or
Maybe
purse
he just
down the
wanted,
bowling ball thing.
you know, you and him alone time.
Only if I could. No, because Yuki was there. I can't fuck Rowan. Huh?
Did anyone else see it?
You're gonna keep checking,
Yeah,
aren't you?
He did kind of like dissolve his arm when he threw me into the water that one time.
My type is smart ass.
Because it wouldn't let go of his arm when he threw me, so you're just like, you know what, dissolve. Then I go flying. He can probably turn himself into a bowling ball.
You're my people.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know why that would be a power he'd want. Form of bowling ball.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Huh?
Nope,
I mean,
that
it would
side
be
does
a ball
not want to
ability.
pop.
He has
You found something you wanted to pop?
Huh?
Yeah.
You found something that
It's a
you wanted to
shame.
pop?
Work till 11 and
My
I'm
neck.
just gonna close
I
the
tried
door.
cracking it this way, it made a really satisfying popping noise. Tried to go the other way, and it won't.
Oh well.
I feel like it wants to, but it won't.
It's a Saturday.
What's
Uh,
I
That's
sense it to get
sorry, there's not
the
really
the
just not
stone.
good, and I don't think there's anywhere else that we're gonna want to go. So yeah, just go to the jungle.
Couldn't find anything.
Okay.
Welcome to the jungle.
Well,
Please excuse
good
me.
luck.
You got cat
Lichen.
and cat.
Yep, you got important thingies to do. I gotcha.
Hi, Flotsam.
I said you got cat and cat.
Flotsam. Shame. I don't know any form of magic to really see. Can't really in terms to feel. Is the rock anything? Maybe not. I haven't got anything at the moment. I think the only thing that can be done really is to put word for someone who knows scrying. But I don't really want to do scrying in terms of asking them to. I don't know. Patrons are weird. I need to find Flotsam.
There
Where
was
did Flotsam
one
go?
time I thought I was gone and Asha stayed for a while, and I don't know how long you were in there.
You know, I don't know. I think I saw them head upstairs.
It was quite a while. It was one day
Yeah.
here.
I think I can. You check upstairs. I'll go outside.
Time stuff is
Remind
fun.
me. Did you get
Time
the
stuff.
rest of the
Oh, Flotsam, Flotsam, big booty bitch. Where are you?
Isaac, how good is your
Flotsam.
sense of smell?
How good is what?
How good is his sense of smell?
Luke's superb. When it comes to tracking shit, it is, well, he's built for it. Smell, hearing, taste, the whole 9 yards. He's an expert tracker.
Okay.
Ranger classes.
I have a role for you, if you wish.
Cool, yeah.
So, since you do have an advantage, this will be a +2 for you. A 17 +2. When you walked outside, you sensed it. The way Samantha went, and which direction she went.
Really now.
Maybe if you had a map, you could track her down to a exact location.
Noted. Real quick. Taking the mask off so that my senses aren't dulled. And could I possibly... Is magic restricted here? Like, is there one of them crystal thingies?
It is not restricted. However, a large amount of it being released at one time will trigger to go off.
Nothing like that. I'm not about to do some big fancy thing.
Okay.
Simple air control to just pull the scent towards me.
With a 7 + 2, say 9, you're able to pick up some of it, not all of it. So you have a general...
Enough to discern at least a cardinal direction?
Yes. Southwest.
Cool. Where is southwest?
So relative from the inn, the front entrance is facing south. And where you're standing, so like this door would be around
northwest. That way.
Yep.
Cool. I saw a friend go that way. Wait, where the fuck did she go? Is she still over there somewhere, or is she went back in the inn?
Are you asking me?
Vaguely, because I can't see shit.
They did go into the forest. But after they entered, your sense of smell kind of cut. Like something's protecting that section, or something's blocking it from you. Get
Don't know
him.
where Flotsam is. Don't know where the other person is. The only other staff member's French, and I can't understand them. I need a map.
And fancy soups.
Yeah, a barter system is still
Excusez-moi.
a way of purchasing with other goods.
Do you have a
Oui.
map of the area?
No, I do not.
It's
I do
all
not know
just
if
different
any of
words for the
the
same
other
concept.
Are the books
employees,
upstairs free to use?
And then I'm hiring a couple of
free
couple
to
of them
read,
too
I
to handle
believe,
the whole
but,
breeding thing.
we did have some
Yeah.
problems with
I promise that none of the books will leave this house, room, hotel, whatever. I just need to search through them real quick.
that
That word.
includes them not going into your stomach.
I'm not going to eat them. I'm going to read them. Cross my heart. I'm only going to read through them.
Merci.
I will also put them back on the shelf where I found them.
Go ahead.
Cool, thanks. Map, atlas. History book, something?
On this bookshelf, you find a box. In that box are a bunch of scattered papers, and one of them seems to be rolled up and tightly sealed. When you open it, it's a map.
P? It's a map.
Cheek dazzle.
Yep.
I don't know nothing.
Um,
Map, correct?
Yeah. If you wish to look at the entire map of the RP, under the I believe world events section, which is just right above where we send
When I'm not
RP
hunting and
announcements.
not cuddling mates and
If you
doing
scroll up a
stuff
bit,
with other
there is
people,
a map of the
I've
inn.
been trying to figure out how to make
Let me
the
for
most
you one more time.
optimized factory and satisfactory and map out the entire production chain.
World
Into
events.
one big
I see.
massive thingy. Been trying to draw
With
it
a
out,
9,
and
Noted.
it's long, annoying,
you
complicated.
can,
So many
base
things
smell that you got
overlapping
from
because so many things
outside,
need to make other things.
you
that need to go back
can
into the beginning
kind
of
of
the chain
map
to make
out
new things.
where everything is. You don't know where that lake or river is. However,
maybe not doing that.
more towards the
Seems like it's a lot
southwest,
of a pain.
you
It's
have
one
a
of those things
basic
that is
idea of
very
where they probably
annoying
ended
to
up.
figure out, but once it's
An
done,
area
it's
named the
satisfying.
Burned.
That's the name Satisfactory.
Cool.
Yeah. It's one of those brain puzzle kind of things.
If I get
your brain to figure out the maths and the
if I get in
logic and
trouble,
be
I'll
annoyed through
face
the entire
consequences,
thing, then
whatever people I care about
make
may
happy
or may
when you
not be
figure it
in
out.
danger.
It's like
Yeah.
farming.
Greetings.
Hi.
Hi, am I meant to be signed?
Wait, Flotsam? Flotsam, wait!
You have to have a staff member
So
to do that.
I may know where
Yeah, we know
your
that.
missing leader is,
Yeah, well, there's none
or at
here.
least the general
Hold on,
direction.
Alright.
Okay. Shows map, shows direction, vaguely in this direction. I was about to head out that way to see if I could pick up a stronger smell.
You should do that. I am so eepy right now. I am passing out.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, I have permission now.
Lele's also out there, so you should team up with her.
Noted.
She's coming back. I'll tell her.
Ooh, it's the
Oh
carrot.
boy. This is not on my to-do list today. Time to get some fucking practice on.
Yeah,
Hi.
practice? What type of practice are we doing?
Flying. I
Oh,
smell
damn.
your leader.
Whereabouts?
Shows map. May have pilfered this from your library. I don't know the area. Right about there.
The general direction he's pointing to is the burned forest. You know that area? It is extremely dangerous.
I wouldn't recommend going there.
For what?
Because one, there's a likely chance that you're going to go out of your way to unalive yourself. Fully, completely.
Well, that's no fun.
Eradication, vampire or not, it doesn't matter. If you're going to search in that general direction, you're going to need some aid, I suppose, some people to go along with you.
Well, Flotsam told me to team up with you. My entire job is tracking people, so I thought, lead, you tell me when we're getting too close.
The thing is that if we break out into a form of combat, then what?
Then we either GTFO, or if we can beat them, we fight. I know that you guys are more familiar with the dangers around here, and I may seem super weak comparatively because of my lack of knowledge. However, I have some decent strength feats of my own. Probably not comparable to whatever the hell you guys do, but if there's one thing I'm good at, is that I'm fast as fuck.
I just got jump scared.
So if things really do get that dangerous, I can evac us.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna do any hero work or heroics. My primary class is rogue. So, in, out, try not to fight.
Fair enough, fine.
Cool, I'm not
You can
stupid.
accompany them.
Plus, I have some magics that might help us.
Oh, magics. Ugh. Oh, hang on a second.
Look,
Yeah,
you
so
may
that-
not like for fuck's sake, come on, let's go.
I'll see you
next time. See ya.
Good
Bye.
night. Oh,
Bye.
before we do leave, yeah,
Are you impervious to magic at all? Do you get sick at all? Do you get motion sick?
No.
Can you keep up with me?
Most possibly, most likely, probably not, who knows?
I need to know if I need to carry you.
Ooh, I haven't been carried so long.
Fuck it. You're surprisingly light.
Oh, thank you. Might be because my hips are like pretty fucked up by now. So my legs look fucked up by now.
Anyways, DM call for magical bullshittery. Fast flyer, air magic so that no air resistance. Go zoom.
16 plus 2.
Dope.
You guys can respawn. If you wish. Respawn! My neck!
Gotta go fast.
My neck!
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, faster.
Ah!
Faster.
Okay, so...
I have not gotten to go zoom in so fucking long.
Before anything, however,
Mhm.
I do want to say I don't really want to like fucking leave them hosting by themselves.
Yeah. You can go in
Yeah, I'll
Chip.
pop back in.
like a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'll pop back in. I need my fucking hip, dude. Mission with fucking Leno in so long.
Look, I'm gonna be real. This is exciting for me. I've been waiting for a chance for Luke to be able to prove to you guys that he's not some weak little shit.
Psychopath.
Smile.
After the months of you guys calling me a half-fee or whatever the fuck he used to call me, I am stoked for this. I am so ready. I don't don't even care if I don't have my bow. I have my other weapons on me.
Great.
Guys, call them names. What the fuck?
They called me a derogatory vampire term for months because Luke's not originally born a vampire.
It's just, the way of the vampire. Well.
Yeah. However, things have changed for Luke, and I'm stoked about this.
Great. Because I have something planned. It's going to be a mini scene. Whenever both of you box are available, I'll grab you, whoever I can muster in terms of NPCs.
Cool. Actually, I wanted to talk to you because this has been driving me nuts ever since someone in my RP asked me this question. Someone was asking me between my roleplays vampires and your guys' roleplay vampires, if we actually mathed it out, who's like who. And since your character and my character are almost identical for fighting styles and shit, I'm kind of curious about how your guys' vampires work compared to Luke's specific breed of vampire.
Okay, I can kind of let you know of how we set up our vampires, because in terms of it, it's different. Samantha is a special case because she's not specifically born from Gale. She was born in France, but grew up in Gale. So she kind of picked up natures of a Gale vampire, but she's not a native Gale vampire. But vampires from Gale get benefits, mainly from the undead mother, right? So, because they follow the that goddess, they do get special boons. First one being is that they can't directly die in sunlight. They can survive in sunlight. However, they are severely weakened to the point of basically being a base human.
Okay. So we're, again, similar but different. So Luke's no longer his original vampire, thanks fucking Thorgart. Sorry, I'm gonna be slightly upsetty spaghetti. I've been working on a certain magic type with this character for the past 4 months, and thanks to something that Thorgart did, Luke's evolved, and so did his vampiric disease evolved. So now I don't have access to that power anymore.
Hey.
So I'm a little salty.
Alright.
Have fun.
Have fun.
So slightly upsetty spaghetti, but originally Luke was a daywalker vampire, so we don't get negatives in the sunlight. We're just as strong as we were at nighttime.
Yeah, there are daywalker vampires. However, they are, they're kind of the same. However, they are in moonlight. They are a lot more hostile. So it's harder for them to control themselves during night.
Same for us, except it's a blood moon.
Yeah, blood moons is worse. So because we used to have Dondrin and their character. They're a half vampire, half demon.
Not ringing a bell. Oh, okay.
So they had a special thing that during blood moons.
Vampires for you guys are more racial than anything, ain't they?
Oh yeah, they follow they follow the very strict hierarchy system.
Yeah, so that's probably the biggest fucking difference, because we've got a hierarchy system. However, 90% of the vampires where we're from are turned, because vampirism's treated as a disease. The number of true vampires or natural vampires is incredibly small.
Oh yeah. On Gale, you'll find a lot of pure blood vampires, along with other creatures.
So then, I wonder how they would treat Luke now.
It's the Vix Inn, not any different than how we treated your character. However,
If they met, if a pureblood vampire, let's say like my character Valina, which I'm working on a new outfit for, um, she's been around the Vixen, so you know how they treat characters. So she would
Yeah.
she would kind of treat him in a weird way.
Yeah, the only reason why I wonder that is because how it works for Luke's evolution is he wouldn't smell like a turned anymore. He would smell like an original.
Yeah.
Like as if he was born a vampire.
Then
Because evolutions for us are like born again.
then he would smell like a pureblood vampire and wouldn't
I
treat.
remember this bitch.
wouldn't-
She
Yeah,
seduced me up to her room.
yeah, yeah. This is Valina. She's getting a new outfit. Unironically, she's the captain of the Lycan Council. She's a hot shot.
Interesting.
She's a big shot.
Yeah, because I always thought that like your previous character, Samantha, is that her
Samantha.
name? Right. I always thought that her and Luke, ever since Luke got his evolution, would be on equal footing in terms of everything except maybe magic.
Funny thing about Samantha's magic is that so what, and here's probably a big difference. Every vampire, no matter if you're a pureblood or a half breed, can naturally use blood magic. However, since Samantha was born outside of Gale and but grew up on Gale, she did not get that boon because she didn't start following um the undead mother until after she joined the Vix Inn. So she cannot naturally use blood magic. She cannot learn it either.
Ironic. That's the magic I lost when I evolved.
So in
I'm not
so
kidding.
in it,
No, I did gain something a little cooler, in my opinion.
yeah. So like you said, dark magic. We don't have a specific term for it. All magic on Gale, if used by a monster, is specified under the branch of dark magic. So the specific type of magic that Samantha uses is shadow magic.
For us, all magic fits under one of the 6 prime elements of, like, the main 4 and then light and dark.
Yeah.
Luke, he's got high affinities for dark magic and air magic.
Yeah. So there is the light and dark. And you'll see this a lot with maybe lichens. Depending on if they're depending on if they decide to use magic, a lot of lichens will fit under the light tree where they're able to use the main elements. A lot of dark magic would fit under, say, like blood magic, shadow magic, necromancy, stuff like that. So we do have those 2 branches.
Makes sense.
But the actual main magic is like holy magic. It's like is the first shoot, and then they branch out.
Which, ironic, thanks to Luke's evolution, holy magic doesn't hurt nearly as much as it used to.
Huh? Sorry, I was reading chat.
You're fine. Thanks to what Thorgard did to him, holy magic doesn't hurt nearly as much as it used to.
Oh yeah. And yeah.
Kinda for Vix Inn, I fucking love this place and the lore, cause in my own RP with Luke, I don't really get to do or discover much. But ever since Luke started coming here, Rowan especially has been like super helpful to Luke, and Luke feels like a very strong kinship to this. So he's been tossing back and forth the idea of like trying to figure out a way to work with you guys on like a full-time basis. However, due to, vampiric politic bullshit, Luke feels like he's gonna get turned down just because he wasn't a natural born like the rest of you.
No.
What a loser.
No.
Not
Well,
anymore,
so
I'm not. Fuck you.
even then, like if you just want a part-time in the Vixen, you're more than welcome to. Samantha doesn't turn
Yeah,
down.
I mean, I have the availability now to show up here whenever I want.
If you were any other fucking race, the way to get into sort of like working within Vix is one, you need a referral. Essentially, like someone who's not a vampire. It's sort of like referral.
Yeah, like
Luke also doesn't.
That's how Yuki actually got into work.
yeah, how Yuki got in, and that's also how Rosie got in. Well, she was referred to Samantha.
Yeah, that's mostly how it is.
Also, I remember that sweet. I like to jokingly say I'm a double vampire because I'm a vampire bat kinfolk and I'm a vampire.
Yeah, which is funny enough. A lot of vampires, well, at least every vampire on Gale is able to. Yeah, I'm keeping track of time.
I told them that we'll close in 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes for what?
That we'll close for tonight. There's only 3 patrons in.
Yeah.
At the moment there.
Oh, fair enough.
Vampires, at least on Gale, can turn into bats. However, it is strictly forbidden to those of pure blood, or select few full-blooded. And there is a difference between pure blood and full blood, and people don't seem to get that. At least here.
No, it makes sense to me.
Pure bloods are fucking royals, and then full bloods are you're naturally born as a vampire. And full bloods can be made from 2 half bloods, because the vampirism takes the dominant gene.
You know, the more I hear about your guys' vampires, I realize that Luke is like such a weird oddity to your guys' vampire culture, because he just kind of flips everything upside down by being almost exactly like you guys, but in the same breath, nothing like you guys, all at the same time.
Yeah. It's funny, but but that's what I like about this, is because when you initially read the lore, when you initially read the lore on the Vix Inn, because all of the lore stuff is readily available, it doesn't go into a lot of detail on how vampires actually work. They give you like the base rundown on how vampires work, but not everything. And I thought that was kind of shit. So when I took over, I was like, okay, let's start actually going into the specifics, because I feel like that's something people are going to ask at some point.
Where I'm from, we have 6 types of vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And all vampirism, except for the purebloods, are disease. That's how you get turned.
Yeah.
Luke is a special type. He's a daywalker. But when Thorgar evolved him, so did his daywalker disease. So now he's no longer a daywalker vampire. He's a purification vampire.
I like to think that a lot of half-bloods have the capability of being daywalkers. It's just a rare occurrence for it to actually happen.
Yeah.
Same, but it's rare in pure and full blood. And if you don't mind me getting into the specifics of how like vampire royals work, racist
I like
as
learning
hell.
lore and comparing notes with other DMs, because sometimes it gives me ideas for my stuff.
Yeah.
And it's always just fun to see how other people's brain works on stuff.
Yeah. Pure-blooded vampires, racist as hell. I'm being dead ass. A lot of pure-blooded vampires, at least on Gale, are racist assholes, and they're stuck up. They have a stick up their ass half the time. However, they do have a special ability. So like, of course, you know how if you drink another vampire's blood, you become their thrall. However, a pure-blooded vampire, specifically one of royal blood, some have the ability to enthrall people by giving them their blood. However, they still retain their consciousness and everything in between. So they're at least still functional and can follow orders without being, you know, while still having some bit of free will.
Interesting.
It is
I just
a
thought of
rare
something really funny.
it is a rare trait, but it exists.
I just thought of something really funny.
What?
So, one of the extra skills that Daywalkers have over the other vampires have incredible powers and feats and everything else. Daywalkers don't have a lot of powers. So, they get one really versatile one. Blood Siphon. When a Daywalker drinks the blood of any race or any liquid that can count as blood, the Daywalker will take on one trait of whatever creature they just drank from. And that's all it does. It doesn't matter
I'll go ahead and
if
end
it's
stream. You all have a
poison,
great rest of your day. Thank you.
toxic, acidic. They can drink